One more, Cooper, one more. There we go. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Brett Bradfield, and I have the great honor of serving as president of this university. And we welcome you here today to what is a pretty important day for you, and something that I hope you will take great advantage of, today's Talent Draft Day. We have about 500 people here in person. We have another 2,300 joining us virtually. And I want to take just a moment to welcome our middle and high schoolers joining us virtually from Minnesota communities of Shakopee, Burnsville, Minnetonka, Edina, as well as South Dakota schools, Baltic, Del Rapids, Lenox, T, and Watertown. And a special thanks to Brock Rops for connecting Talent Day to all of those schools and others. I also want to thank the staff members here from the various school districts that are assisting us today with facilitating the traffic and all the things that make a day like this very successful. I want to also thank all of you students. You know, being president of a college these days with the pandemic since March of 2020 has not been easy, and I know I have a family of educators. I know it's not been easy in our K-12 schools either. So we appreciate today your help and your cooperation. We're not doing it to drag on this pandemic more, but we want to make sure this is indeed a fun and healthy day, and that when we walk away, we stay that way also. This great event is the result of a commitment and collective efforts of the Sioux Falls Development Foundation under the leadership of their Vice President of Talent and Workforce, Denise Gazetta. She will be coming out in a few minutes here, and then also we have our great mayor of the city of Sioux Falls, Paul Tenhaken, with us today. I think it's clear from the representation here that we have a lot of people that care deeply about the future of our communities, our region, and care deeply about each of you as you look out there to that future. The University of Sioux Falls is a proud partner of the Sioux Falls Development Foundation and, of course, the greater Sioux Falls community. I have the great honor of serving on the Sioux Falls Development Foundation, which, of course, is the foundational piece of today's event. Now, some of you may be interested in knowing something about me because you're up here saying, well, you're a college president. What could you possibly know about all of us and our lives? Well, actually, at the risk of sounding like I'm boasting about a long career, which I'm not, I think you'll find that I actually have a lot of relationship with all of you. In fact, I started my career and served 9 years in the Harrisburg School District for all of those of you here from Harrisburg. I spoke at your commencement a couple years ago, kind of coming off the first year of COVID. I am a graduate of Lincoln High School, for all of you that are from Lincoln High School. I have, yeah, there you go. I have 4 adult-age children that teach in the Sioux Falls district. My wife teaches here in Sioux Falls, as well as many of my relatives. My wife and her rather large family of 8 siblings all graduated from West Central Schools in Hartford, so I'm very familiar with the West Central Schools. I've served on the curriculum committee of the Sioux Falls School District. I've had the honor to speak at schools in Minnesota and neighboring Iowa, as well as South Dakota. And in an earlier life, I was actually principal of a high school here in Sioux Falls for pretty much the decade of the 90s. So I'm very familiar with the world you come from. I'm very familiar with the thinking of high school students at various grade levels, and when you start really thinking about that future. Today's event represents an incredible opportunity for you to consider a future full of possibilities. And because we're an institution of higher learning here at the University of Sioux Falls, we believe with all of our hearts that education is a gateway to opportunity and improving your quality of life, however you measure that in your future. Whether it's just the passion for your work or financial remuneration or whatever it is. And we already know something about you today. I know something about you today without meeting any of you in person. The United States Department of Labor tells us that each of you, at the point of time you enter the career track, sometime in your future, will switch jobs and career tracks on average 7 times in your life. So it really amplifies the importance of education and the importance of having opportunities like your school districts have brought to you today to be here and part of today's Talent Draft Day. This is a time to initiate that process. Today, you are going to have opportunities to see 16 training sessions with 20 of our very dedicated and committed full-time faculty here at the University of Sioux Falls that volunteered to be part of this event. And they'll be facilitating interactive and engaging activities within 4 training clusters of health professions, the social sciences such as criminal justice and education, business, and media and arts. I also want to take just a second here to recognize staff, in particular Jessica Carlson, who took on the leadership of this on our campus. I don't know if Jessica's in here or not. I wanted her to wave, but you'll get to see her later. And other staff members that have worked very hard to lead to today. If you're in here, a USF staff, they're around working right now, just give us a wave. I see a couple of them here, so thank you very much. We hope that you'll actively engage today. Take the time to think about things that perhaps you've never thought about. And remember a quote from a Chinese philosopher, Lao Tzu, who stated that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Today should represent one of those first steps in your life, a time to really ponder the future without getting too serious about it, because you still need to enjoy those high school years and what's ahead. So now, without further delay, it's my great pleasure and honor to introduce a very valued personal friend and a friend of the University of Sioux Falls, and definitely a friend to our community, Denise Gazzetta, the Vice President of Talent and Workforce for the Sioux Falls Development Foundation, and by the way, the founding architect of this wonderful event. This was Denise's design. So Denise, please join us on stage.
So welcome. My name is Denise Gazzetta. I'm the Vice President of Talent and Workforce. I gotta tell you guys, I am so proud to see all the lovely colors, the orange. Let's give a round of applause for Brandon Valley's homecoming. And I do want to echo the sentiments from Dr. Bradfield, who is a wonderful partner to all of us in our community. This fine institution started in 1883, which is incredible, and is a wonderful partner to developing the very talented people, not only in this room, but also throughout the nation. I also want to just thank all of the teachers. If we can have you guys stand up. You guys have been amazing in the last year, just everything that you have done for our children. So please, let's get a round of applause for all of our heroes. So I also want to shout out to the people that are joining us online. We have so many middle schools and high schools that are joining us from Minnesota. We have Minnesota schools here. We also have a lot of our elementary schools that are logging on, so welcome. And as we kick off our 3rd year, I do want to give a warm welcome to our very, very special guest, somebody that is not only our great leader, but also inspires us all. Can we give a warm welcome to Mayor Paul Tenhaken?
All right, thank you. Good morning, guys. Morning. All right. Hey, give it up for Cooper. You know how hard that is to be a mascot? People sometimes ask me what I did before I was a mayor. I was a mascot for the Skyforce. Any ever been to a Skyforce game? Okay, that big wolf, I did that for 3 seasons. Right? And it stinks in that head right now, I'll tell you. I know for a fact it does not smell good in there, because you can wash everything else, but you can't wash the head. So, Cooper, thank you. Really cool to have you guys here today. This is a neat day because hopefully you're starting to think about what's next. What's next in your career? What's next after school? What do you think you might want to do with the rest of your life? And that's a heavy, weighty decision. I know when I was your age, I got so sick of people asking me, hey, what do you want to do? What are you going to go to college for? And I had no idea. But you feel like you have to have this answer. So for me, I always told people, like, oh, I'm going to be an engineer. And I hated math. I hated science. But that seemed like a good paying job. So I told people I was going to do that. When really, I ended up graduating with a degree in web design, totally different. So I'm here to tell you today, one, don't feel bad if you don't know what you want to do with your life. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. So you guys don't have to know what you want to do. But days like this, opportunities like this will hopefully start to spark some ideas of what you may want to do. And I can tell you that in Sioux Falls, which I hope a lot of you would want to stay in Sioux Falls, the bevy of career opportunities as you move out of high school and potentially into college, potentially right into the workforce, there's a ton of opportunities. And we have to also remember, while we're on a great campus, great four-year university, we need a lot of tech students. There's a lot of tech careers that we're really short on. We need framers, we need plumbers, we need surge techs. We need people to go out and fill every job in the workforce. And so 2-year schools, 4-year schools, certificate programs are all really, really important and valuable. And now it's easy for me to say this, but Sioux Falls, South Dakota is one of the best cities in the country for young people to start their career in. And why do I say that? Not because I think it's that way, but we have a lot of reports that come out, what we call third-party validation, or other reports like Forbes and Wallet Hub and stuff that rank us as one of the best cities in the country for young people. It's based on the job availability. It's based on the quality of life here. It's based on the cost of living here. So I know when I was your age, what you wanted to do is graduate and get out of here, man. I want to go to a big city. I want to go to the coast. I want to be able to smell the ocean in the morning. It's fine. It's good. It's very expensive to smell the ocean in the morning, right? And there's a lot of great opportunities right here in Sioux Falls. So my pitch to you today is to consider Sioux Falls, South Dakota as a place where you could live, where you could work, and we'd love to have you in Sioux Falls. What I'd like to do a little bit, I want to do 2 things with you, just to kind of get you up and rolling before the day starts. We're going to play a little game, okay? Oh, one of the friends like, oh, God, we're going to play a game. Yes, it's going to be fun. This is a challenge coin, okay? This challenge coin, it's a nice, solid, heavy coin that we give out for certain things. We don't give them out a lot, but our core values of the city are on it. It's a real nice, heavy coin, and I want to give it to someone in this room, okay? We're going to play a quick game of heads or tails, okay? So I need everyone to stand up, okay? Yep, this is the interactive part. Okay, and before we do heads or tails, just because I know you guys, I have a 15-year-old, and she would be hating me if she knew I was doing this, but we're gonna take the selfie, okay? So, big selfie, look like you wanna be here. Your parents may end up seeing this on my Twitter feed. Throw your hands in the air like you just don't care. 1, 2, 3, yeah, all right. Follow me on Twitter, you'll see that picture later. All right, or Instagram. My handle, it's just my name. It's not up there, Paul Tanigan. So this is how heads or tails works, okay? I'm gonna flip this nice heavy gold challenge coin. You're all gonna put your hands on your head or on your tails, and this is an honor system. If your hand are on your heads and the coin lands on heads, you got it right, you stay standing. If you had chose tails and it was heads, you sit down. We're going to get it till this room is empty and we're down to the final 2, and it will go quick. So, heads or tails, pick it right now. Heads or tails, on your honor. Okay, everybody got it? 3, 2, 1. It's tails. Heads, sit down. All right, that cleaned them out. All right, if you got it, pick another. Heads or tails, what do you got? Everybody got one picked? Heads or tails? Here we go, here we go. It's heads. Heads, stay standing. All right. Whittle them down. All right, pick it. Heads or tails? Heads or tails? We're down to probably 20 people. Heads or tails? Here we go. It's heads. Tails, sit down. All right, we probably got a dozen people left. Oh, look at this guy in the front row showing off. I like it. Yeah. Let's go. All right, heads or tails, you got it picked? Both hands on your head or it doesn't count, dude. Yep, you right there. Hoodie, that's right. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. It's tails, heads, sit down. All right, we're gonna do one more round and then I'm gonna bring the rest of you up on stage. Who's left? We got about heads or tails, pick it. Ooh, a lot of heads. This could be a gamble. A lot of heads. Here we go. It is tails. All the tails. Who's left? Come up here. You, up here, real quick. All right, it's getting real now. You guys come line up right here. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, perfect. Come on, man. You taking your victory lap already? All right, what's your name?
Oh, Ace.
Where are you from, Ace?
Washington.
Washington in the house. Okay.
Washington.
What's your name?
Julia Miller.
Julia from Washington.
Julia Frey from Brandon Valley.
Brandon Valley.
Sarah from Brandon.
Brandon. Another Brandon.
Lily from West Central.
West Central.
Aaliyah from Hills Beaver Creek.
HBC. Patriots. All right, man. Ace, you're the only dude up here. A lot of pressure. All right, heads or tails, pick it. Pick it right now. Ace is looking. Okay, no, Ace, play your own game, man. What do you think? Here we go. You ready? Both hands, Ace. Come on. Don't. All right. It's heads. Tails, get out of here. Down to 4. Brandon, West Central, Washington. Okay. Here we go. Pick it. Okay, now freeze. We got 1 heads. You know what this means? If it's a heads, it's champion. Okay? This is what you worked your whole life for. You ready? It's heads! The Patriots win. What'd you say your name was?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah from Hills Beaver Creek, Minnesota. Here's this challenge coin. Give these guys a big round of applause. That was fun. You can go sit down. Thank you. Oh, that's fun. Guys, thanks for playing along and being good sports. Enjoy today. I know today is a day out of school, and I know how fun and precious those are, but really soak in what you're going to see and hear today and think about your career and how the things you learned today could be manifested into whatever's next in your life. So thanks for making time to come today, guys. I'm going to turn it back over to Denise. See you later.
Ten Haken. Ten Haken, that was wonderful and very inspiring. So I'm going to call up to the stage now because we are going to get ready for our training camps. Does everybody have a card and knows what group? Perfect. Okay, so let's welcome to the stage Brittany Hansen, who is the Director of Alumni Relations for the University of Sioux Falls. Brittany.
Hey everybody, also known as the card lady who helped you get the cards in your hands. So I'm going to release you to go to your training camp from here, and we have a lot of volunteers that are going to help you get to the right place because we have a lot of training camps going on.